take, see, if you're not on video, you're not going to show on the YouTube channel. And it's important we get that up and let people see how many of us are trying to walk this journey. It's not a lone journey. We're all in it together. So please, if you're in a beautiful place, you can actually, let's have your video on. It's very interesting, so you can actually see what we're talking to. This show is powered by ViaNile.com, the developers of the ViaNile digital platform, which gives you a whole lot of opportunity to communicate, to run your social media network, do the standard network affiliations and what have you, and create your stores and post your properties for sale on the marketplace, create your groups and all whatnot. So thank you once again for coming on board. As normal, we want to equally show a traditional video that we used to introduce this program. A very interesting video that was put up by George Fraser. So please, can we just have that video run? And after that, we will be able to jump into the basic presentation of the new innovations that we just added to the ViaNile platform. And I think this will really excite most of us that are here. Thank you guys for coming, and I crave your patience to be part of it. Can I have the voice on, please?
This chart to me represents beautiful, educated, moneyed Black people all over America. It could represent Black organizations, it could represent Black churches, it could represent Black social and civic organizations. And what you will notice about these beautiful Black people all over America is that everybody is doing their own thing. Caught up in a Eurocentric value of rugged individualism, having forgotten that it takes a village to raise a child. There's no power here, brothers and sisters. There is no power here. Power is most effective concentrated. You can take a 55-gallon drum of water, spill it over, it will disperse, find its own level, and eventually evaporate. You can take that same 55-gallon drum of water, put it under pressure, put a lid on it, put a hose in it, put a nozzle on the end of that hose, and it could cut concrete. There is no power with us being connected. See, there's nothing wrong with dispersion. I live in Cleveland, you live in Atlanta. We have folk in the Caribbean, we have folk in Africa. That's dispersion. That's okay, but we do not have to be disconnected. We are a disconnected people. We are powerless in disconnection. This is where all the power is. You see? This is where all the power is. Whether you are at the center of your own network or part of someone else's network, this is where the power is. There's a beautiful African proverb that says, when spiders unite, they can tie up a lion. When we connect, because we are disconnected, we're disconnected from those of like mind. We're disconnected from the best practices in our community. I don't care what it is that you want to do, what profession you want to engage in, what business you want to get into. I can introduce you to brothers and sisters all over America that they are doing it to death. You just don't know who they are. You are disconnected from them. There is no power in disconnection. Okay? When we connect, we prevent interlopers from coming into our community and taking and destroying at will. All right, George. Open up the Booker T. Washington delicatessen in Chinatown and see what happens. So we must connect. We must connect the dots. That must be the movement for our people.
Thank you, guys. We must connect the dots. That's the whole essence of being out here. That is the essence. We to figure out how to connect the dots, because once we connect the dots, we are the most powerful people that we can ever imagine. So that's the whole essence of actually starting the show with that video, because that video apparently speaks a lot about why we try to sit out here twice a week, trying to seek collaboration from brothers, both in the continent of Africa, in the Americas, as well as the United States as well. And wherever Black folks are, it's time we sit back and repurpose ourselves and see how we can collaborate. The topic for the show today fundamentally is creating a global African brand, because we look at all the global brands today, from product to services to the digital era, global brands. There is none that is actually owned by an African or anyone of African descent. And these automatically are magnetic opportunities for money, be it digital, be it dollars, be it in any foreign exchange. If you are not providing a service or product that anybody anywhere in the world can use, then automatically you are not touching their money. They are the only ones touching your money, because they're buying from all their global brands, from Apple to McDonald's to Nike to Facebook to Microsoft. Those are all global brands that are collectively pulling billions of dollars from all over the world back to the country of their residents. Most of them are luckily in America, and most of the jobs that comes with these brands is what their people have used to become the middle class of the world. That's why Africa don't have no middle class. Government on its own have lost the capacity to create the kind of wealth we're talking about, to ensure that whoever is earning from a government salary can be in the middle class. You cannot earn from the government and be middle class, which is why we have all kinds of corruption happening in the continent of Africa. So we are sitting out here to say, what and how can we really pull in, support each other, identify global opportunities that could become global brands, and support them to deploy and be part of it to ensure that they grow and are sustained. So it's very important we all evaluate what we're dealing with, because it's not really proper that a massive population of 1.5 billion people cannot have a single brand they can call their own. So it's important we continually sit together to see what we can do together and appreciate what we're doing to be able to create this opportunity for our folks. The world has changed. It's provided an opportunity, which is the era of the digital technology. This is an opportunity where almost the entire world is at the same level, at the same pedestal. Nobody has any undue advantage. It's only about what you do now that will give you the advantage to leverage and be ahead of the game, and equally be able to produce these resources to support your own people. We're going to look at, in the course of this discussion, we're going to highlight a lot of stuff to motivate us to see the need to collaborate much more strongly, even though we've been trying a little bit. The whole idea of running on brands like WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook that are not owned by you, you are only offering your content for free. And those guys using your content to make money globally, that does not have any impact in your continent. But here we are, powered by a network built, owned, developed, and deployed by brothers of African descent, and committing over 50% to 75% of the profit to the development of the continent. Is people supporting his foundation members to be able to have a source of what they call venture capital or angel investment in any viable opportunity that they are being able to develop for themselves. So it's not time to play. It's time to jump on the board and see how you can actually be part of the emerging opportunity. I'm going to take a little more time, 10, 15 minutes, to just run through the basic functionalities. Like I told you, as I listed on the chat function, we have a few in development that has just been concluded and deployed. adding value to the same platform we're talking about. We're not going to stop till we get this to everybody's ears. It's already rolling like a wildfire, and I bet you in a very short while, we will all realize that we have our own global brand. How do we get there? It's a subject we all have to contribute to discuss about and actually see how we can achieve that. So you give me the benefit of doubt. I'll need to share my screen to show the functionalities available on ViaNile.com. It's an awesome opportunity and we can never go wrong. So I will just gladly take us to one of the features we're going to be looking at today. And please, it's very important, if you do not understand this aspect of how to create your link, so you could actually invite the people to make you a foundation member. As we all know that ViaNile is set up and offering the first 1 million users on the platform that invite 10 people. 10 people is not a big number, looking at our friends and family. If you invite 10 people, you automatically qualify as a foundation member that will be the folks that will implement and utilize the benefit that is donated by the manufacturer, the philosopher of this platform, to implement for the development of the continent. And not just the continent, everywhere we have Black folks. We have interest in the inner cities in America. We have interest in creating the same capacity in the Caribbean, so that everybody of African descent will see the need to build stronger organizations, create global platforms, and empower our people, which is what ViaNile has really done. So thank you once again. I'm going to take you through the affiliate link program. Alternatively, I want to take you through this program. Please, if you don't understand it, I'll be very fast on it because we've done this for the past 4 sessions on this program. And you can watch our YouTube videos and be able to understand how to create your link. So you can use your link to actually invite your friends and family. This is what ViaNile set out to do. So in a nutshell, let's assume that you just go on the platform and all you need to do is to immediately go to the affiliate link button on your menu. If it's on the phone, it's always the 3 buttons on the left panel, top left of your phone. You click on that menu, it's going to drop a drop-down menu, it's going to drop, you go choose affiliate link and register. Once you are registered on the affiliate link, you want to create your own link that you must use to create to invite people to the platform. And you need to equally educate your invitees on how to create their affiliate link. So it's very important you understand how to create this link. It's just a 3-step process that is simple. So you go to the ones you registered under the affiliate network program, you're able to now see this panel. Once you see this panel, you click on the link to be able to open to the page. Please read the literature that is there, the 3-line literature that says you'll be paid 30% commission for each client that signs up via your link and make payment for booster subscription, monthly subscription, or targeted ad subscription. If any of your link brings any of these transactions, which are all the functionalities and revenue streams on the platform, you will make 30%, and you'll be able to track your link and look at statistics and see whatever is entitlement for what that happens. So it's equally important to know that to benefit from being the foundation member on this platform, imagine if Facebook had such a similar opportunity automatically today, at least 1 million folks would have been smiling home with an average of $100,000 every year, because Facebook is talking about 86 billion US dollars. If you divide 86 billion US dollars and the profit margin, then you could see how much these people would have been making, apart from here that we're able to equally introduce a different residual income stream from people you invite. And you're doing this for 10 years, starting from the first day that you had the first deal off it. It's important you do that. I'll show you once you get to the threshold of being a foundation member that you will have invited 10 people, automatically you will have a flag on your profile that shows committed member. So look out for that. That's where you want to be right now, because we're growing this organically. We're not expecting any miracle from anywhere. We're not trying to buy followers. We want us to bring our closest people to be the first people on this platform. So just go to the home page to create the affiliate link. You click on the clipboard. You see the screen is highlighted as copied. Once that is done, just go down to the affiliate link button and paste from the clipboard. It's the simplest step. No rocket science, please. If you don't understand this step, it's important we all understand this step very well, because you must teach your friends and brothers and sisters so they can actually be able to equally benefit from this 1 million people we're talking about. You come back to the same page and click on the text clipboard and go back to the affiliate button and paste what you just copied on the affiliate from the affiliate button within that box. This box, this second text is editable. So you can basically say, thanks for responding. Or you can put any other information that you think will be nice for your folks. You know, that'll make them understand the need for it. And then you copy using the red button, you copy from the clipboard, and now go to the chat function. I'm going to chat function on the Zoom to post the affiliate link. I'm going to chat function to post the affiliate link. That is your affiliate link. If I hit this round button, that could have been your WhatsApp Messenger, or WhatsApp or Messenger, or the Facebook page, or your email address. That becomes your own affiliate link. And whoever uses this link, I'm going to see if you read something. What they'll do is to click on this link. It takes this straight up to ViaNile. Then the person can sign up if it's a brand new user. Okay, so that's what you have right there, and that is pretty cool. So we will need to now take you back to what we're doing. So that happens to be your personal affiliate link. Anybody that uses that link to join ViaNile falls under your downlink. And this is what your downlink looks like. I'm just going, for the purpose of this discussion, I'm going to show you what your downlink looks like. So once you get that, you're going to be able to do just that. And you want to check how many people have your downlink. Once you go to your affiliate link, this tab shows up. You click on your network clients, and automatically this becomes your affiliate link. And you're going to see once anybody in your link invites somebody else, you see the number, the name comes here as he invited the person, and you can see it goes staggering all the way through based on people that have been able to do the same. This is where you want to be, the first 1 million people to have invited 10 people. That shows that you believe and trusted on the application. I will go down the road with you, riding as far as you can go. So that is about the affiliate link. Please post the question or comment on the chat forum so I can pick it up and respond to make sure you understand this functionality, because it is very important. I'll just take a brief opportunity to just blaze through the functionalities on ViaNile. These are business network. If you register on the business network automatically, anybody that's searching for an African business within that area will be able to find you on a business network and refer his business to you. We are creating an ecosystem or a container for everything to happen economically, socially, culturally. Let's keep our content on this platform and share the benefit that comes with it. Let's keep our money within our own community. We are only people that don't have anywhere to keep our money. Generations in the Jewish society, in other races, keep their money for the long recyclement before it can ever come out of the community. So don't ever complain, have a reason to do it. Now we do. So now this is a platform of choice for folks to put their content, monetize the content, share their information. Even your intellectual property is protected this time around because we have the back end. Nobody's going to encroach on your intellectual property if you have it on our platform, because this is all for us. to be able to empower ourselves. You could use the store function today and encourage your brothers to shop on ViaNile. These are functional shops on ViaNile that you just need to go to the shops, find out what the shop has. If you like that wrestling shoe, you click on it, and what next? You pay for it. To choose to add to your cart, use your card and pay and get it delivered, and you make the money. Open your stores if you have any item to sell. Tell your friends and brothers. Don't need to go pay for an e-commerce service to build you a digital marketing e-commerce platform. We have it on lockdown right here. So just do that. The store function like it works in every other store, but we have the traffic to drive to your store using the functionality of social media, business network to be able to do that. Same thing applies to if you want to you have a car to sell, you have a used property, you want to sell a boat, or you want to sell anything, go to the list, go to our marketplace where you could just post an item. It defines all categories of items, all animals, antique, vintage, arts and collectibles, autos, baby and kids, book, music, movies, business, and just register the product, put it there, let the world see it, and the closest person to you will pay for it. It is all the functionality we have on this platform. There is no other one like this right now. Take care of it. I will want to show you a major functionality of improvement we just brought up. I don't want to bore you guys with what we've done already. The function I'm talking about here, I will use a group function to do that. It's the ability to create a digital business card. I call it your digital DNA. It is trending today. Everybody don't need to carry a business card. Sometimes you forget it in your car, your last jacket, but you want to have your business card right anywhere you're going. That anytime you open that business card, you can send it by email, you can send it by text, you can print it and paste it on a particular point. So anybody could scan your digital image and be able to come straight to you, to the platform to see you. So I'm going to open up to show you. That's my own page, my group on ViaNile. So I want to show you how to use the scan function. I'm sure we're all seeing the screen. You can open your phone if you have a QR code scanner on your phone, scan that QR code and see what it does. It takes you straight to my business page in ViaNile. And automatically you could do any deal with me, even we are not signed up or sign up to ViaNile, which means you're selling your shop, you can actually print this QR code, post it on your cars, post it on your advertising banner. You can even post it on a TV screen if you're doing an interview to introduce your product, and anybody could scan that QR code and go straight to your business. Don't lose any business anymore. I left my business card at home. It's no longer an option. So we stay on this and do what we have to do. You scan it and you're going to come straight to my page and do a deal with me. Don't miss no deal anymore. But I want to excite you more today on something we just, this QR code came out last week, and our back end is continuously investigating and using the feedback you offer to build more functionalities. One of the most exciting ones I want to share with you today is our emergency or panic button functionality. You can, anybody you have on ViaNile, have all your friends, your brothers, and make sure that they can track you down in case of emergency. If you're in trouble, you hit a panic button on ViaNile. It's going to send a text message to all the people you preset to let them know that you are stuck. This is your location. You hear people go mountain climbing or get drift with ice and all kinds of location. They go to ice skiing and all that stuff. You want to activate this and keep it on your side so that you could send your location to people to be able to find you. It might be a case of being kidnapped, a case of harassment by any kind of person. You need to now send this location to people to find you up and follow it. And the tracking capabilities could be activated where need arises. So you could be tracked as long as that phone is on. So when you go to your simple as you go to your profile, you go to your chat function. On your chat function, you see two blue buttons here. I am on my way. This could be used as a delivery man on ViaNile platform was trying to reach you, couldn't get the right direction. You can send him your location. By typing, by doing that, automatically the system is going to find your location and send it to the person. If you see my screen, you can see the map, Google Map direction of the location of that person. This could actually send alerts to people that could vibrate or can activate the alarm to let those people immediately look at their ViaNile application on their phone, on the screen, to see where you are. And where they just click on that opportunity, is going to take them straight up to show them where you are, anywhere on earth. That is it. That tells you right there. That's my location. I'm sorry, I just had to come to this hotel to do this event today. That's my location right there. It tells you that I'm somewhere close to a signature apartment. You know, this says it says the address, the state. It gives you the functionalities that could be tracked using any tracking device. This is what just got developed and just deployed yesterday. It's a function that we think will help you or people on this platform to be able to get the information immediately out there to let people know where they are in times of trouble. So don't forget, activate that function. Let's understand what you know about those functionalities and let us speak about them, how you can activate them on your phone so that you can actually do what you have to do. You know, sorry about that, guys. So basically, I think we've done pretty cool with that. If you have any information, please post it on the chat function. Let me feed on it and get back to you so that you can know how to make use of all these functionalities. It is no joke. The train is off the track. Let's go find out how can we be the global brand. Used to be language barriers, used to be religious barriers, but thank God technology has brought a whole new dimension to it. And so we're just going to have to step up, taking technology and being at our own vantage position. So I thank you guys for those reviews. I look forward to having questions and feedback from everybody that is on the show so we can actually address the situation and help you guys do what we have to be one of the first 1 million people on the platform. I open the microphone now for just questions or comments regarding the few functionalities. I'm sure you might have a question you may want to ask in terms of how to use it. So we are available for that. So you can unmute your mic and raise your hand, but where you cannot raise your hand, you can indicate directly to me that you want to contribute, want to ask a question, you can use the chat function. That'd be great. Because at the end of the day, if we have all these features and we're not really doing much, then automatically it's of no use. But we're out creating the Pan-African Alliance of Pan-African Organizations to be able to pull people who have your events, have your projects, you have your product you want to put out there. Let's build this together. We don't have to run after YouTubers that seem to be totally unaffordable, because we can build this together and drive the process and expose and let any product go viral. So I appreciate that session. And so after that, since I don't have any hands up, I'll just go to the project of the day, which is fundamentally, how do we drive African collaboration to create a global brand? We cannot continue being on the back end when we have the numbers, we have the digital capacity, we have the exposure, we have the liquidity. So all that is lacking is basically a collaborative platform. So we want to now drive that process to create our own global brand that will represent all of us and pull all our revenue in one direction. So we can equally step up and see that we have started in a direction that can support all brands to be able to do what we're talking about. So I'd like to hear from African growth. You got something to just contribute for now while I review my notes? You can unmute yourself and say something. I'll be coming with the rest. So, my brother, you have the microphone.
Thank you, King Coco. It's always a pleasure and a wonderful experience to, to talk on these sessions. I just want to briefly talk about the emergency button that you talked about there. You can call it emergency button. You can call it panic button. That's such a practical feature, to have. Can imagine in these days of insecurities and stuff. So obviously, like you mentioned there, you could, if you are having something delivered to you, it will be easy enough to get the delivery man on online real time, and you can track that person to get to your location. And I was just thinking as you were talking there about younger members, younger users of ViaNile. So, say you have a child. Well, obviously not during lockdown, but say you have a child that is going out, a child that is 12, 14, 16, 18, young adult, or even an older person. All you have to do is say, you just go ahead and say, you want to know where that person is. For instance, you just say, "Where are you?" And you want to pick somebody up. You just get that button pressed, and straight away you would get the location, and you can locate that person and pick that person up. That's such a wonderful feature, and I'd say kudos again to ViaNile for bringing this on. And then back to the topic that you have for the day. That's such a wonderful topic. That's very, very important that we need to begin to understand, tied to the video you put, at the beginning you played on for us to see about unity, about coming together, about collaboration. That's such a wonderful thing. You see, at the last session, what came out of it was that there's no global brand to represent people of African descent. Now you have something of that, caliber, something that can pool our resources together, something that can bring all of us together, something we can work on together, such that if we work together, we would obviously get. There is a saying in management that the whole is more than the sum of the parts. That's a bit over. Well, some people may not understand that, but see, in basic terms, that's what that's saying. Is talking about synergy. It's talking about a system's whole. So, 2 plus 2 ordinarily is equal to 4, but the theory is that if you add 2 plus 2, the total would actually be 5, which is greater than 4, the sum of the parts. You see, that takes some understanding, but that's exactly what we're talking about. That is what synergy does. If we come together, what we can achieve together will be way more than what each of us will achieve and then added up separately. So that's why the collaboration is very, very important. That's why the platform is already there that is going to drive that collaboration. There is the alliance of Pan-African organizations on the platform, and that alliance is having all sorts of organizations that have African mindsets, Afrocentric mindsets, individuals, groups, just coming together. So long as you have, positive thoughts towards Africa, you want to do something, you want to contribute something for Africa. And obviously, the good thing about this, just like you were saying there again about the affiliate links, you see, that is such a brilliant integration of social and business networks. You see, the social network is what most Africans will be used to. But that drives the business network as well. You can convert your social network into a business network. So at the end of the day, you'll be benefiting yourself, you'll be benefiting your family, you'll be benefiting your community, and obviously you'll be benefiting Africa. All we have to do is just have the right mindset, decide, make a choice, and say, you know what? It's time we started doing something instead of just talking, instead of just, spouting rhetorics, talking on end. We should be doing something. And there is something we can do. It's easy enough. Just get 10 or more people. That's all it takes. 10 or more people. And like we have said over and over, that's something everybody that is of African descent will get easily. Easily. So we just need that to put them together and drive that force. Uh, Fraser there, Dr. Fraser said that if they work together, spiders can actually hold down a lion. Just imagine that for 1 second. A lion is all powerful and all that, and spiders are fragile looking and everything. But if they work together, they can actually hold down a lion. That's exactly what we need in Africa, that collaborative effort. So you see, every other brand out there that is global today, that is worldwide, has come up with some sort of help. They had help when they started. So who is going to give us that kind of help? Who is going to give ViaNile that kind of help? Who is going to give Africa that kind of help? This is what we're talking about. We have nobody to turn to other than ourselves. You see, if we decide and agree that indeed this is the shortest route, the fastest route, the most practical route to get to where we are going, because we do know where we are going, we do know, we do realize that we want to achieve all the success, we want to achieve all the respect we deserve, we want to achieve all the growth or the development, we want to create a better future for our children and our future generations. So we know all that. And the shortest route to get there is not about just, wishing it. We have to act. We have to we have to place, the resources we need on ground. We have to place the the efforts. We have to put in the effort. We have to work for it. We have to be patient. Nothing good comes easy. We have to be patient to work. We have to be ready to do what has been proven to be practicable and will give us that success. So these are just the stuffs I want us all to think about and give it our best. Our best will definitely be good enough. If we give even half a try, it will be good enough. We just need to believe in ourselves and we'll achieve what we want to achieve. Get to our destinations fast. Thank you, King Coco.
Yo, I appreciate that, man. I think you said it all, but I want to equally encapsulate that with some numbers that is pretty much out there. These are not private numbers. These are virtually on public space, and we are going against some of the biggest in the industry right now in terms of you're trying to challenge the monopoly of Facebook. We're trying to challenge the monopoly of Amazon. We're trying to encroach into what WhatsApp, Telegram are doing. We're trying to challenge the monopoly of Zoom at this point. So we have taken a big challenge. But one thing we have ahead of them is we're putting them to the game because we're stepping the job. We're bringing values that they have not thought of. Today, to lead the pack in technology is who has the right thinking. It's about who is thinking, please can you mute your microphone? Who is able to apply the proper system thinking to take a leap ahead of the others. And I bet you, we all know that we are some of the smartest people in the world. We've always been employed to work to other enterprises to become multi-billion enterprises. But for once, we are consolidating this effort to work for ourselves and to empower our people. And we are committing a chunk of this profit to the development of the continent anywhere they go. We are not going to play, and I bet you the philosophy is straight. We all agree that we don't need $80 billion to be happy. We need just enough to be happy, but let the entire system, let the entire continent, rise up and take up the respected place they deserve in the whole society. And we're offering this as a tool to help you create your store, to help you put your product on the marketplace, to help you run your social media campaign, to help you create your groups, just like you do with every other system. Let's cut this crap out. Let's bring it home. We can do it. It's not just people that can do it. We can equally do it. We now have the religion, that's digital religion. We now have the language. The digital platform is a language. Why can't we move everything? I was in a WhatsApp group the other day, and I was busy trying to introduce ViaNile, and some dude in the same WhatsApp is trying to push Telegram. I said, what the hell is Telegram? Who owns Telegram? I don't even have a clue where it came from. How much has it impacted our society? It's actually not a $500 billion company. How does that touch us? So it's no time to try to make it sound nice. We've been our own major setback. So it's time to get up and do what we have to do. Google, when they all started, had support. Facebook, we all know. What's that? Peter Thiel offered the angel investment of $500,000 to Facebook. 2005, he offered for 10% of Facebook. But just 2 years after that, Microsoft, the great Microsoft, tried to have a piece of Facebook because he now saw that Facebook was running them out of business. They want to have a piece of Facebook. The same share that Peter Thiel bought paid $500,000 for to keep 10% of it. Microsoft had to pay $240 million for 1.6% of the same Facebook. What we have here is way ahead of Facebook. It's way ahead of Amazon. It's way ahead of pulling them together. They can never get together, but we're right here on one platform. Same thing happened to Google. You know, Apple had $250,000 from Bezos when nobody even thought he was serious. You know what I'm saying? So Microsoft itself, you know, everybody had to invest at one point in these global brands today. But we don't have any of it, but we deserve one. We are some of the smartest people. We know what's up. Africa is in need of an alternative source of revenue. We cannot all be chasing dollar when dollar is running away from us. So this is very important. We do this and ensure that we are able to create a brand that will now come and be the platform for all other brands, global brands to emanate from. And we have it right here. You know, it's not rocket science. It's not going to take a miracle man to come and do it for us. It's just going to take thinking. You don't have to be reasonable about it. We've been running all over the place as individuals, as silos, and trying to create our own thing. Yeah, now let's bring it into one container. Let's maximize the potential of the synergy. You know, 1.5 billion people is not 150 million people. 1.5 billion people. The Black American economy alone is 1.3 billion investment capital. 1.3 trillion. I don't even know the values again. I just mixed that up somehow. But you know, this is a serious investment capital. It's not, they tell you spending power. Spending power is investment power. Let them not try to fool us. If you direct that same power into one community, you can build how much billionaires can you make out of that? 1.3 trillion is no joke. So it's time we know that we cannot keep complaining. We keep talking in every platform, every WhatsApp group, every Facebook platform, every Twitter forum. What's that? We're not cursed. We can do it. And today we have a platform that is competing with every existing platform right there. So what else do you want us to do? We're ready. Take your time, but look at download your friend. Please, I remind again, we cannot be doing show every day and we don't have numbers. Click the YouTube channel button and click the request for notification anytime we come on this stream. We want this screen to be 150 people on our screen, and I love to see my beautiful people. I know a lot of beautiful people sitting there behind those videos. Turn on your video, let us see, because you won't be captured on the YouTube platform if you're not on video. I say this all the time. Let's make effort to just create a beautiful surrounding so we can actually be seen. We are all beautiful people created well. You know, it helps us showcase who we have on these shows. It's very important we have that. So I totally appreciate what we're doing. If you have comment, again, we are very interested to hear from everybody on the show. And like I said in my last show, I need to listen to people talk. We need to feed off your energy, okay? So Gina, I want to give you, thank you for being on the show today. As usual, if you are available to make some comments, your sister has always been through with us, you can actually unmute your microphone and just give us a line of what's out there, how we've been doing, what the feedback you're getting on the solution, and how do we go from here. If you just are free to do that, that's fine. If not, I can do this for the next 2 hours non-stop because I'm very, very much into this collaboration. I've always been doing this as a radio host for the past 2 years, and I'm excited to see partnership with ViaNile to be able to do this with a laid out already in service platform. And there's no missing of words about it. I can tell you, the entire digital space has been very, very predictable. All that has been thought of that will come out of all these investments have turned out tenfold. The fourth industrial revolution calls for a whole different mentality. It's a world of metrics. We have to start thinking in the world of metrics, multiple revenue, multiple operations, multiple enterprise working together to create the kind of synergy that will run the world. The projection of $33 trillion in another 4 years is more than the whole global economy right now. And we all know that Facebook on its own made $86 billion last year. And we have, what's the difference between Facebook and ViaNile? Numbers, users on the platform. That's all. Once we have those numbers running on this platform, we slip smiling to the bank. And I bet you the first 1 million people that does what we just said, inviting the 10 people onto this platform, will run the community to implement projects and programs and even their own investment that they need ViaNile to support. Imagine if Facebook decides to be just a nice guy and say, I want to make 1,000 billionaires or 1,000 millionaires. If you want to write a check, we'll make them. So it's what we want to redefine how we approach life. We're going to make the continent start looking again. Okay, can we do this holistically? They came and divided us into 54, 55 countries. And those imaginary boundaries were never supposed to bring us together. It was designed to keep us apart. So if we can all get together automatically, there's no way they can stop us. Yes, Gina, you have the microphone. I'm always coming after you, Gina, on mute. Yeah, go ahead, Gina.
Yeah. Hey, Grand Rising, everybody. Thanks for bringing me on, King Coco. You're doing an amazing job explaining ViaNile. And I think that, people need to realize the value that we have here with this app. Like you were saying, there's so many things that ViaNile offers that the other apps don't. And it's owned by, people that look like us. So we're not asking anybody to stop, utilizing those other apps and platforms that they're on. But I think once they start visiting ViaNile and spending more time on there, they'll see the value in it and they'll start spending a lot more time on there because, for one, it's going to create a revenue for them. And for two, it's something that's going to keep them safe. So, that safety feature, that tracking feature, that's amazing. And I have something else that I would like to add to that, but I'll let that, we'll talk about that later in one of the meetings. And I think we can take that tracking system a little further. But as far as I see, this app right here is amazing. And I think it's going to go very far. So great job.
Thank you, ma'am. Great job. We're currently looking at how we can enhance application, because if you're up with the best, you gotta be better than the best. And that's all we're talking about here. ViaNile must stay ahead of the curve because let them try to catch up. We're no longer going to play catch up. We are not even highlighting the importance of ViaNile in training our children to be part of the emerging 50% projected workforce to come out of Africa. ViaNile requires data analysts. The ViaNile requires user interface experts, UX experts. ViaNile require AI AI knowledgeable skill set. ViaNile require robotics. ViaNile require digital photography to be able to produce the content. ViaNile require a whole back-end office to support creation of stores, support customer support for all. So we are building something that is beyond us, but God is fully behind the entire mindset and the thinking behind the solution. So we know that we're going to beat them to this game. They've always acted as if they're ahead of us, but we know that we kept ourselves behind. But if we all can come together using the language of technology, which is what we never had, we never spoke one language, we never did one religion, that alone is what keeps us apart. Like I said, if you put out $1 billion to make 1 million millionaires, you're talking about how much 10,000 millionaires, you make out of that. That is some decent number. That could be in Africa. We cannot permanently think of ourselves or permanently trying to run out of the continent. The continent is in need and is bleeding badly. My own country is bleeding badly. And we believe that if we all step together and build this particular opportunity together, we can be the source of hope and change the entire opportunity in that continent. We're not playing. So just share. I love you guys too. Always when we find time to come on the show, while we're on the show, please just do me a favor, make it look like I'm communicating with you. Just invite 10 people while we are on the show. Invite 10 people. Click on a YouTube subscriber link. Subscribe to YouTube. We want to build a 1 million people YouTuber. So we decide to pick any project from anywhere in the world. We can make it international, can make it go viral. Because now I want to talk with an individual YouTuber. It makes it look like they paid money to earn followers. So subscription is free. We're all following people for nothing, but today they're all making a lot of money out of that. You try to bring them to support the cause. You see people doing Pan-African shows, talking about going to Africa, but bring them to build an infrastructure that will generate the wealth to build Africa and support new businesses. They want to say, okay, I want to get paid. So fair enough, we can pay you. We're not asking for free, but let's collaborate. Let's be reasonable about each other. That's what we're talking here. So I love to do this. I won't get tired. And I encourage everybody to always give us that benefit of that 1 hour, 30 minutes on Tuesdays and Sundays. Let's talk how we can make this happen. If I see your hand up, you have the microphone. I love to hear from everybody. And my ladies in the house, you guys have always showed up. And I'm very, very happy to finally have you. Gentlemen, let's bring more folks on board. Let's share this link of this meeting. We are running on YouTube as well, so you can actually go to YouTube and watch this show and understand the step-by-step creation of your affiliate network link. That is a bosom issue that you can never go wrong. Creating your link to invite the whole world using your link gives you the leverage of making 30% of what they do based on the defined criteria on the platform. So let us just act proactively because, and like I really said, it might not just be your friends or your brothers that will be able to use the point to invite themselves, but insist they join because we know what's out of this in another 24 months, 12 months, 24 months. We know what God is about to do with this digital platform because the features we have on this platform alone will go for every dime that any of these major platforms are making. That's what we're trying to do. We want to give you an alternative to these platforms. We want to change our own story using technology because if we insist on the kind of story the world must see about us, then that's what they say about us. Let us not always leave a story to be defined, to be presented by those that always want to see us struggling. We're better than them. We're created well, more resilient than a whole lot of races. So why are we the one that everybody tries to humble all over the world? Hell no. So we're ready to do that, working together to ensure that we empower ourselves. Like I said, we got shops. Open a shop. Ask me, I go to the next show, I'm going to do how to open your shop on ViaNile, how to load your shop with product. That's what we're going to do in the next show. So you guys know that we're not playing. Quit talking. Quit all the WhatsApp groups. All of us abusing each other on every WhatsApp group. Or what benefit? You can't raise the dime out of that. You want to raise money, come to ViaNile. We can create a program on your page and people will contribute to you. So why are we doing that? So we need to change the dynamics of what we do because we cannot continue on the same track and hope to make any difference. So it is important we make use of what we got. Like I said, if you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for somebody. That's straight up. And we've been doing this religiously as if we're some of the dumbest people. We're not dumb. It's just that we can't get to work together because they made us look like we're different. What's African American? What's African? What's Caribbean? You're all black folks, man. Why do they make us think we're so different? You know, you come in here at all times, you're struggling to validate yourself. You're struggling to prove we are friends, we are brothers. We are brothers. Our ancestors probably created issues way back, but we're up to correct those mistakes. This generation, we're not going to push it to our children because we have the capacity, have the brain to do that. Essen, you can unmute your microphone. I saw your hand up. If you still want to say something, you have the microphone. So you can unmute yourself. And I'd like to hear from you. Thank you, Essen.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, King Coco. And thank you for inviting me here. I think you've said all the good things and the most important things that we should hear. And I was just thinking of this maybe from the integrated services digital network approach, where we think of ViaNile as a fully baked platform for digital connections, whether it's trade, whether it's just building that community, which equates to like real dollar value or some kind of financial value. Of course, we always begin with networks, connections, and those interconnections are what led those kind of aspects of interconnections brought those other social networks to being today. And it attracts a lot of investors as well. Today in this digital environment, you want to first of all harness from your ability or ability to build that network. Once we have a network, whether we trade or we do not have trade activities happening, but at least we can show or significantly exhibit growth potential just by sharing the access with our colleagues, our friends, and other potential users. We gradually will build a very powerful network, a very powerful community that will attract investors, and that is really the essence. I attended a seminar in Kansas State, and what they were talking about, these are directors and executives from different IT companies, which is what we do for a living, saying, what is it about digital platforms? It's really about that social capital through digital networking. How do we build and capitalize our ability to collaborate? It's really through platforms like this. It's not just about jumping in, putting in your product to say, okay, I'm going to start selling today. But think of it: if by tomorrow we wake up and we have up to 50,000 users, 60,000 users, that click away activity is what is counting. Of course, I know King Coco has a model behind that could actually speak to the metadata as far as clicks, and participation on one side. So that is what we want, to convert that metadata, transactional data, into real transactions. So that is it, So at the end of the day, think of it again: is ISDN is a modification or advancement from cable networks. So today we are talking about digital networks. We are no more talking about phone calls, British telecommunication systems, or American National Standards Institute, of communicating using, cable systems. We're talking about digital systems, and this is exactly what we're doing here, ISDN. So it's up to us, to build these, connections and grow the community to make it attractive to very good investors. Thank you, King Coco. I think my point of view is, is all
Obviously,
about
in fact, I'm going to
attracting
seek that.
investors, right?
Yes, let me just mention who was talking. Essen was is actually a childhood friend of mine from class 1 to 5. He lives in Florida, and he's the guy that introduced me to what I do now, which is what they call an agile coach. Essen is a very experienced agile coach whose job is to evaluate an enterprise, the whole enterprise, and figure out what could be done to transform its operation to be profitable, to be adaptive, to be able to respond and take advantage of any emerging opportunity. And we all know that post-COVID situation is a whole different situation. We need to understand where the world is. I've been doing this for the past 24 months. When COVID started, I was here. Essen, I want to tell you, thank you for signing. I did not even know that was you, but I'm excited that you joined in. We do this twice a week on Tuesdays, 3 p.m. East Coast time, and Saturday, same time. I would love to actually have you because I know you can impact us a lot, and I'm happy you are on the platform. And your feedback on the platform will really be encouraging to us because you understand what we're talking about when it comes to digital infrastructures. You build this on multiple streams. You have enhanced it with global companies that I know. So your input is very important. So I just want to ask you, with the little you've been able to play on the platform, what's your take on it in any aspect of it?
Thank you. I think that's a very good question. I've played a little bit with ViaNile, and I think that the discovery, still at the discovery phase for me, is that we are looking at several capabilities on the platform, from the business network, to the marketplace, which is also some form of business in a way. And then we're looking at the stores, which is where the users should begin to think of, entrepreneurship. How do you work as an entrepreneur on one platform, on a platform like this? And this comes from, when you think of it, people like Richard Branson. There's several kinds of businesses that Richard Branson has done before he became a billionaire. Today, he's done everything. So you don't think, the fact is, why I'm saying that is, no business is too small. When we look at it, the Chinese factories, commercial ventures in China speaks to developing one button, one razor blade, stuff like that. You're looking at very marginal profit line, but you're looking at the volume. Again, that's why, the key word here goes back to community acquisition. So if we are looking at ViaNile, from different aspects, which I'm looking at it here, we have affiliate program. That could be one key program that most of us here should focus on. So when we build, and you see the icon on the affiliate program, it's really about building the community. First of all, the first step is, how do we build this community? What is our first milestone? Just like in New York, we talk about milestones of 1 million people. When are we going to hit that 1 million target? And how are we going to do it? If that's the vision, what is the mission? And what is your part in the mission? That's where I think we all have to key into that mindset. What is the vision? Community. What is the mission, or what is the vision? The vision is, high integrity community. The mission is how we build that community, and what is the time frame in terms of milestone. When are we going to get to 1 million people or 2 million people on this platform? And what is your role?
Awesome, guys, man. It's when you speak, you're speaking from a back-end position, understanding the roadmap of the software development lifecycle. And now you're a typical DevOps agilist, which is basically bringing the operations to interact with actual the project developers. Because initially, software is to be developed to go there and do whatever it can do. But the functionalities are continuously enhanced in the course of the software development lifecycle. But now it's not just about software. ViaNile is an enterprise application which has portfolios of value streams. And these portfolios have to interact together to give you the kind of experience that I went there to post a file. I went there to post my picture, and I ended up doing a transaction in a store only to realize I have a used car at home that I want to sell. And then, oh, okay, how much is on ViaNile to put on used car? I put a used car on ViaNile, but don't forget, you went there to share your file, you know? So automatically, you are now buying from a store and now seeing the need to put a used car that's been sitting in your garage and put it to sell. And we need to understand the opportunities ViaNile offers. We live in different societies. You have brothers that are selling cars that want to sell their boats. Okay, at least your boats, just take the picture of the car, take the details in terms of the engine capacity, age, manufacturing specification, everything. Come and post it on ViaNile. And you have a deal. You tell your brother, listen, man, I posted your car somewhere and they want to pay it. They want to buy it based on the price you put up. And that's it. You do it off the platform. We don't have a piece of that money. All we right now is for free. You post your car for free because, excuse me, we need the numbers. Those numbers must come in to do what we're doing. We're doing pretty well. We're still saying the first 1 million that will post, that will invite 10 people. That doesn't mean we are not closer to that point. You understand the language. The first 1 million that invites 10 people will still be eligible. So if you're on board today and you're not thought of inviting anybody, automatically you'll not yet made, even though you were on board on time, that does not qualify you to be on the foundation member list. That number will implement all the wealth that will come out of this application. We're not playing. And we all know that we don't need $1 billion to be happy. If God can give us even 20 million out of this, we'll be happy. Let the entire continent see the light of day. Let's compete with people. Look, Indians came to America and took over the country using technology. Nigeria and Africans are some of the smartest people in terms of technology today, but most of them have developed solutions just like ViaNile, but nobody can see them. Nobody can even hear about it because it's one thing to develop a solution. Getting people to use it is even more important now because there are millions of solutions. But which one impacts you directly? We all belong to Facebook groups, we belong to WhatsApp groups, we belong to all kinds of groups. Contact the admin on your platform. Say, listen, what are you doing? Are you not aware of what's going on? Have you downloaded ViaNile? Go check it out. We can move this group to ViaNile. And by the time you have 2,000 people on your group in ViaNile, we can advertise on it. Those click here that the same mentioned, this is what is defining every platform. The difference between this platform today and Facebook or Amazon is the number of people using it. And not that we'll get there. We're barely 4 weeks in the App Store, but we could do much better. We're talking about 1.5 billion people. So we need to figure out how to drive this. We cannot wait for too long. You know, the system is not helping our folks. We need to help ourselves. If you have a business investment tomorrow, we will look at supporting that investment because we believe on the platform when we all started. So it's no hard fact about it. We don't need to prove too much. We're running a little bit, just 15 minutes to go. The microphones are still open for contributions. Let's make this interactive. We're going to have people watch this on YouTube and could learn from it. We want to create a global African brand. And we're on the way. There's no stopping. Numbers never change for Bezos. Numbers never change for Mark Zuckerberg. The projection never changed for Microsoft or Zoom. It's not going to be ViaNile that's going to have any, it's not going to happen. The projections are good. That's there. It's only a matter of time. So there's no need trying to convince each other too much. We just need to get out there and do whatever we can. Talk to your brothers, talk to your friends. Let them be part of this 1 million people. Tomorrow, we'll look back and say, okay, we saw it coming and we took the chance. It doesn't happen every day. A lot of people, I know that I had similar opportunities years back. I saw where technology was evolving to, and I thought, oh, I don't have enough money. I could have jumped in with anything at that time. I could have been sitting really pretty. I was there when Facebook started. Some of us had opportunities to buy Facebook with even $1,000. Those that invested $2,000 in Facebook when it all started is valued over $1 million right now. So It's not rocket science, man. I don't intend to bore you guys. I love an interactive session. I want to feed off you. Collins, you want to unmute your microphone and tell me what you think. Did you see the emergency button functionality? What do you think about it? It's important that we hear from you guys because your feedback is important. Collins can unmute your microphone and contribute, my brother.
Hello, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Coco. Yes, you know, there's a lot going on that we should all be paying attention to. Those things you're talking about, those buttons, they're really, really good. They're helping us and they're going to do a lot of things for us. You know, ViaNile, I'm baffled, you know, anytime I go on the platform and then I browse through the various applications, various categories. It's marvelous, it's amazing. You know, like you were saying, I think that was 4 or 5 days ago, a guy told me he was selling his car. He needed me to post it for him. I told him, yeah, we had a platform that we're not going to take him anything, just bring the details of the car, let me post it for you. And amazingly, this guy has been selling this car for well over a year. Nobody's buying it. Nobody is buying it. But the moment it came to ViaNile, my brother, within 2-3 days, people started calling him and the car is gone, it's sold. You see, so there's a lot going here because here it's not polarized. Here it is all about ourselves. Here are people we know in our communities, in our families. So that makes it the best. So I think it is about time we all engaged, we all brought people, we all contributed. Whatever we can bring on board, we should bring it. Being it technology, being it whatever, being it in kind cash, however you think you can promote the ViaNile platform, however you think you can make things better for the continent of Africa, my brother, my sisters, that is what we are looking at right now. So we shouldn't just be coming here to watch Coco. You know, we should be here to participate. We should say something, at least something you may say may change the entire continent forever. I'm telling you. Or you know, something you say to them may change the narrative. You know, people are sitting at home and the way they think about Africa, the way they think about ourselves, you know, you may say something that could change the minds of a lot of people. So I believe, you know, Coco, this ViaNile platform, I keep saying, not long, you see that you may think I'm a prophet, but I'm not. But let's give ourselves 6 months to a year, and it will marvel you what ViaNile is going to do in this world. It's going to do great things. It's really going to do greater things. So I urge everybody to always participate. You know, tell your family, tell your friends, you know, let them come, let them use it, you know, so that whatever we want to achieve, we can achieve in one go and then help the continent. I mean, it's going to benefit everybody. I mean, you can't help a continent which you are in and you don't benefit. That is not possible. So I think it's about time, you know, we all trooped on board and then helped ViaNile, helped lift it. Because there's an adage in our language that you can always break a wrong broom, but when the broom is together, it's difficult to break it. So I believe if we are together, if we lift it up together, then we have a higher chance of succeeding. Facebook started with nothing and was given a lot to start. And we are building it from scratch. We are building everything from scratch with our own database. So you can imagine, data security is important. Now we are in control of our data. What again do you want? What again do we want? So Coco it's an amazing project. I always urge you to keep going. We are going to support in any way we can. So we are not giving up on this. We are hitting it. We get it.
Hell no, Collins. You see, this is what I do. I've been in technology for 20 years. I've seen technologies, conception. I've seen people conceive ideas. I've seen how they transform it to actual product, digital product, and I've seen what he has become. I've been part of a lot of them. I was part of the biggest security breach that happened in America 3 years ago in a company to work called Equifax. I'm sure you all know Equifax. I was part of the team that was brought in to totally reposition the company in terms of security response to security breach. And we moved that company back to one of the most sought after stocks today. So I know what technology is all about, and I can share it with anybody who cares to listen. My friend is here. You know what I'm saying? So we need to wake up. You see, you can go invest 20 million naira in a property, and you need probably half of that to have a basic digital infrastructure. If you don't have a piece of digital investment, forget it. Oil is going out of fashion. You know, manufacturing is not going to change any further. Do you understand? It's all gone. China dominates that like crazy. So if building a house cannot yield you the kind of returns people who invested $2,000 in Facebook 20 years ago, come on, man. We don't need to be rocket scientists. We just need to make good judgment. People are running after cryptocurrency. People created cryptocurrency, but let me surprise you guys. Cryptocurrency is not backed by any solid infrastructure. Your dollars or your money is backed by gold. So people are chasing a currency that has no foundation. It's purely driven by speculation. If tomorrow ViaNile wants to float a digital currency, it will outlive any digital currency because it will be a currency that is backed by solid trade, everyday buy and sell, every monthly buy and sell, subscription, advertising money, that you can never go wrong. Even if crypto goes down, ViaNile can put money to sustain its cryptocurrency. People don't see that, but we all know that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I wonder why the mega platforms have not launched their crypto. And yet people that have no foundation, just basic blockchain technology deployed to just be able to do, and they own cryptos. And you're going to see that it's going to proliferate to a point that crypto will lose value that does not have any backing. I'm not a prophet. I'm not a prophet, but I'm telling because I know how it transforms. So if you're chasing cryptocurrency now, you better come chase a piece of ViaNile because that's the most stable crypto for tomorrow. As a matter of fact, whatever you're chasing that has no solid backing, money is backed with gold. Digital support like Facebook, between me and you, or Amazon, will be the ultimate digital cryptocurrency I will want to own, because it can be sure that every day they're going to make money. So no matter what they can support, they can show up the base of the crypto. But all the cryptos are all based on imagination, perception, and projections. You are just taking a jolly ride. Anything can happen. I got a couple, but I know what's up. You know. So let us repurpose our energy. Repurpose. It was not a quick fix item. It was invest $50 here and collect money in 3 hours. We'll go and rush and put our money. And after the first people will make the money, the rest will not see one money to make. Those are all fluke investment. This is one that does not require money. All it requires is your diligence and your commitment to drive your brothers and sisters and friends to the platform. That's it. We were creating one of the first global African brand. I can tell you that. Go and write it on your wall. I'm not in any way in doubt of where this project is going. Go and write it on your wall. You know, it said the word is enough for the wise. You know, the stroke of the cane is good enough for the wise. So let's not be beaten for too many times. We've been beaten to our own game. For once, we're taking back our content. For two, we'll be rewriting our own story, creating our own images. For three, we're empowering ourselves and being part of the emerging digital workforce, digital economy, 30 trillion. And you can go on and on and on. So by now, I would have loved to be seeing this screen filled up. I see struggling, look at some, give us a hit on the subscription button. This stuff is going to pay off. You look back 12 months from now and say, whoa, that dude used to talk like a parrot, but I guess he knew what was going down. So I didn't intend to keep you guys any minute extra. The microphones are open. You can just bear your mind Tell us how you even been, and I always look forward to seeing, like I've been seeing the same faces a lot of time. Let's bring them more in. Don't worry, just one person. Let us make sure that we have just one person next time being part of the show. So you could actually now go and review our videos, share the video, the YouTube links, and let people just appreciate the knowledge we're sharing. You know, it's not about building churches, mega churches all over the place. How are they impacting the society? I'm not against the church, but I don't think it's helping us in any way. I'm sorry for those of you that are really born again. I'm sorry, I'm not. But I'm just saying that we can do this for the next generation. We don't have to transfer this responsibility to the younger one. They did nothing wrong to be our children. They did not do anything wrong, so we cannot transfer this liability to that generation. So once again, I thank everyone for finding time to be part of the show. I appreciate your time you spend here. I love to see faces. Let's have more people on video. It makes me, when I see people looking at me, it motivates me to come up with some more drive to impress my people. I'm looking at this platform to solve the next problem for that continent. We will change government by doing the thing that government has not done, and they will tell us to appoint who can be the governor of a country, of a state, of a country, or whatever. I can go and write it on your wall. We can sensitize the people, we can educate the people to be independently minded, to be able to make decisions that will support them. African growth, take the last word, my brother. You want to see something? Are you there? So don't have.
Yeah, hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. I just want to chip in. Sorry, my camera cannot be on now. I found out that all the lofty ideas, are quite good for the continent. But I feel strongly that we actually need to work on, unity, because we are about the only continent or race that has so many people working on raising Africa, but they are not working together. When you look at China, 1.4 billion thereabout, they have a kind of control over their people. But in Africa, if you can count so many organizations, so many people working to change the narrative, but to work together as a unit, to have a high command, is what I think that we actually need to work on, so that some of this effort can be converted and the impact can be very, very, wide range. Thank you.
I appreciate it, man. It's still the same thing we're talking about, because we don't work together, because we don't collaborate. We're glad to share your number with us. You can just post your number on the private chat to us. We'll be able to reach you and get some more feedback on your contribution. That's pretty well. That's all we're talking about. We all want to collaborate. We want unity will not come when you don't have a purpose. People will not unify when they don't have something to benefit. But for once, we're giving them what to benefit. Empower yourselves. Use your network link to become a part of a sales, a marketing network. It's trending all over. We're going to identify product owners who want to use a network affiliate link to sell to anybody anywhere in the world. And you could be that contact, because the platform provides a payment gateway where nobody will, the owner will not lose the money for his product, and whoever is running the downline will equally get his money paid, because the system will manage that process dynamically with automated payment gateway process. So we are creating something that is too big right here. We've created it, now we are creating it. I don't intend to take that for too long. We'll try to bring a few more features that we just added probably next session, same time on Saturday. Let's keep a date. Let's sit back and talk. Let's interact, but bring one extra person. I want to see faces, and let's find time to really plan for this event. Let's be able to sit back and let's see each other. Let's talk to each other. Why are we not, you know what I'm saying? I know a few people might be on their job, that's understood, that might not be able to show their faces, but if you can, let's be able to talk to each other, let's communicate. I thank you very much. Let's go create one global African brand. ViaNile is leading that process. We'll keep collaborating, keep showing up for this talk. Let's just talk, let's interact. Let's hear from you. Download the platform, share with your brothers, man. I appreciate everybody. Thank you to Jenny. I have your number here. I'm going to pick it up. Zuberu, thank you very much. If you want us to have your number, you can just put it there and download the ViaNile application and register and make me your friend. My name is Atai Albert. Find me on ViaNile and find my group, Just Ask King Coco on ViaNile. Let's chat and let us all use the platform. Wake up and share a message. Send a friend request. I have friend requests I sent for weeks. Nobody responds to them because nobody goes to check them out. If we all go back there every day to turn up and respond and say hi to one another. Lillian, thank you. I love your pictures on ViaNile, and I keep looking at them many, many times. So let's make it happen. I'm going to start blasting my pictures too. Let's just enjoy. Send you to on Facebook. We've given so much content for years. He's becoming a billionaire with our own content. White folks don't make content anymore. We make most of the content on Facebook, and that's what's trending. So thank you guys. I don't want to keep you for too long. I appreciate your time, and I look forward to seeing you guys on Saturday. It's always fun for me, man. Have a good evening. Can I hear something?
Thank you.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, and have a lovely time.